Carjacking, money laundering, financial scams, key cloning. These are all threats to the general public. I'm Billy Billingham. I spent over 27 years in the British military and 20 in elite units. I'm now learning the tactic and scams used by criminals to get their hands on vehicles here in the UK. Criminals are getting smarter to exploit sellers to part with their hard-earned cash and their cars. I've partnered up with BigWantsYourCar to find out what the risks are when it comes to selling your car privately and expose several different car purchasing crimes. We all have the power to make a difference to this problem, depending on how you want to sell your vehicle. So here I am back on the old stomping ground of Birmingham. I'm going to meet an ex-policeman of 30 years dealing with car crime, and apparently it's on a massive rise. There's one car stolen every 8 minutes in the UK. Since retiring from the police, Neil Thomas now runs a business fitting covert tracking devices to vehicles. He's an expert in car crime, and I want to know what's caused these worrying statistics. Hey mate, how you doing?
I'll see you. Neil Thomas.
Nice to meet you, Neil. Billy. How's it going?
Yeah, really good, thanks. You?
Yeah, good. And the reason I'm here today is to really get a true sort of valuation and figures of the car crime and how that's really looking today, particularly here in the UK. What are the numbers like today? What is actually happening?
Well, they've gone up significantly. You know, in terms of last year, they're talking about a 70% increase in terms of car crime. In terms of going back to the sort of 80s and 90s, what's changed is certainly the value of the cars. If you think about then, with the so-called joyriding, it was stealing a car for a few £100, a few £1,000. Yeah. These days, the average price of a car is potentially £20,000–30,000. So the value and the difference is these thieves are making a lot of money.
So it's a business?
It's a business. It's not
criminal
steal
business.
A car, leave it somewhere. It's a criminal business.
Yeah.
Steal a car, pass it on to somebody else.
70% increase?
Yeah.
Wow. Since, I mean, the days of you being a copper, which was what, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, whatever it was?
Yeah.
It's increased.
It is increasing. It's increasing and changing because the reward. So the risk against risk and reward. So the risk of them being caught, arguably, because of the way they do it, is quite low. The reward is massive, you know, in terms of passing the parts on. So they're stolen for parts, a lot of them. And you know, if you steal a car, you can split it up for parts, sell the parts, and make a lot of money.
So with the car crime being so high as it is, how can we mitigate that? And why are people becoming vulnerable to it? Obviously, somebody could drive past and see something opportune. Yeah. How are people making themselves vulnerable and so easy a target to this car crime?
Well, a lot of time they're posting too much on social media, so internet auction sites in particular. So if you're selling a car, you'll put all the details of the car, you'll put a picture of the car, the registration number of the car, so people can check it. They're posting too much, so that can make you vulnerable because, you know, make no bones about it, the thieves use the internet as well. You know, probably a lot more than us. You know, I've got loads of examples where thieves have seen cars stolen, for example, and then tried to contact the owner to say, I know where that is, give me a couple of £100, I'll tell you what it is, and it's a scam.
So social platforms, avoid putting too much detail on social platforms, and advertisement through papers and stuff like that, I guess, is another easy target. Yeah,
exactly.
Easy way of doing it.
In terms of if you're selling your car, it's far better to go to a reputable dealership, you know, and sort of say, and keep yourself safe. Because if you're selling it privately, you've got no control over who's coming to your house.
Right.
So you're basically saying, I've got this car, and actually this is where I live. So they wouldn't know that normally, but they're coming to your house. And then what they can do is do a test drive of the car. And you know, I've got examples where people have driven off. They give me the key. It's a two-seater car, for example. I'll go around the block, and there you go. You've given them the key, and they've gone, and you don't see the car again. You know, if you're doing a test drive, it should always be with somebody. You know, you might think that they'll turn up in another car, but if they turn up with a couple of mates, that car's soon gone, and it'll be on false plates anyway. So you've got to keep yourself safe. That's the old message, really, is to keep yourself and your family safe.
Okay, so avoid just sort of too much of the social media side and too much information on there.
Yeah.
Well, mate, thanks for that insight. Bottom line is go to a reputable company.
Absolutely.
Stay offline and do that.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Meeting Neil this morning has given me a lot to think about. I'm shocked at how easy it is for these criminals to rip you off. I'm on my way down to Kent and the BigWantsYourCar headquarters. I've been invited to see firsthand how their purchasing process works. They've told me that what they do eliminates any risk during the sale, making sure that everyone gets a fair price. The team at Big have already had a call with the potential customer. So I'm heading straight off to see the car and meet the owner. From what I've been told, the in-person collection is an important part of the Big process, and it's what makes them safer than selling privately. Car is on the driveway and looks ready for collection. Looks good to me so far. Let's see how this goes. Now we're here, it's straight down to business and to meet the customer Sasha, who got in touch with the team to sell her Audi. The driver asks for the keys and the paperwork so we can get started. Once received, we move on to assessing the vehicle. We get to work, starting with the engine, then moving on to the exterior bodywork and tyres. We're looking for anything that is unusual. All looks good to me. Next, we deployed the OBD reader, which scans the vehicle diagnostic system and computer. Useful for uncovering any hidden anomalies with the car. How long have you had the car?
Oh, it's been about 4 years now.
Okay, it's a beautiful car. Why are you selling it?
It is. Just because me and my husband, we've got a new addition to the family.
Oh, okay.
Our dog.
A dog, all
Yes.
right. I'm a dog lover, so I get it.
Okay, and yet just being it a two-door is very difficult to get the dog in the back when I want to take him on a walk.
Okay.
So I just want something a little bit bigger, a little bit more accommodating to the family.
So why did you choose BigWantsYourCar? Any reason?
So I tried so many different ways of selling it myself. I tried like Auto Trader, and it was just a nightmare having to deal with people myself. There was so much like haggling, time wasters, and then someone recommended this to me, and it was just so easy.
Okay, so you've tried to sell it privately. How was
Yeah.
that? What was that like as an experience?
So it was just so stressful. Like I had so many time wasters. People were trying to haggle me down, offering way below the value of the car. And then I even had someone come and view the car in person, and they showed up, they didn't even have proof of insurance or anything, so I couldn't let them test drive it. It was just so stressful, and it was almost scary. And yeah, it just put me off selling the car at all.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine just anybody rocking up at your door.
Yeah.
It could be anybody.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, by going with a big company, reputable, you can do some due diligence on them, as you have, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping, as at this point right now, obviously you may buy the car, you may not. You feel like you're having a decent experience so far?
Yeah, this has been so stress-free. Like you've taken all the pressure off me, so I'm really grateful.
In terms of feeling secure, does that sort of add a value to it, knowing that you're dealing with a proper company as opposed to private?
100%. Everyone I spoke to over the phone was so friendly, helpful, accommodating. I had no stress whatsoever.
Well, hopefully, I mean, it meets all the requirements, doing it for a check, and hopefully we'll do a deal today.
Yeah, I hope so.
You feel safe, and you also make a good coffee by the way.
Okay.
While we've been chatting, the driver has finished up the assessment and given the green light to the office to process the payment. Sasha receives a notification straight to her email. Okay, Sasha, you look very happy.
So happy.
How was that experience with BigWantsYourCar?
It was amazing. Like from start to finish, I just had no stress at all. It was just such a breeze.
And you got yourself the deal you wanted.
Yeah.
Happy with the price? And
I can't believe it.
really?
Yeah, I'm so happy. And everyone was just so professional. It was just perfect.
No, that's great. Well, I'm glad you're happy. Glad it's a safe experience, and good luck with whatever you buy next. Have a great day.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
Now it's my time to shine. We just need to get this car loaded and we're good to go.
With the car loaded up, it's time to get back on the road to take this safely to one of Big's collection centres nearby. Mission accomplished. Meeting Neil this morning and seeing how Big carries out its purchasing process, it's been a good day and I've learnt a lot.
Today has been a real wake-up call. I've spent the day just catching up on statistics of vehicle crime in the UK. It's really highlighted the fact that it's hard to trust the normal seller on the street. Going private is a risk, a massive risk. However, I'll tell you what's reassuring is that there's a company out there, BigWantsYourCar, and they're reputable, trustworthy. It's a great system and it starts with a phone call and nothing is actually done physically until the deal is done and the money is in your account. So there's absolute 100% security. Don't get swindled when you're selling your motor. Go with a proper company like BigWantsYourCar. Trusty, reliable, and you'll get a great deal.